Hello all the students from 8th standard. Now let us start new chapter, that is congruence of triangles. First revision, write answers of the following questions referring to the adjacent diagram. So diagram is given here, triangle DEF is given. So in triangle DEF, observing this triangle DEF, we have to answer the given question. First question, which is the angle opposite to side DE? Side DE is here. And can you answer which is the opposite angle of side DE? Yes, angle F. So angle F is the opposite angle of side DE, angle F. Next question, which is the side opposite to angle E? Which is the side which is opposite to angle E? So angle E is here, and side opposite to that angle is segment DF. Okay, so segment DF is the answer. Next, which angle is included by side DE and DF? So side DE is here and side DF is here, and with the two sides the angle D is included here. Okay, so angle DE is the answer here. Angle DE, sorry, angle D is the answer here. Now next question, which side is included by angle E and angle F? So angle E is here, angle E is here, and angle F is here. So which side is included by angle E and F? Yes, segment EF. Side EF is included by angle E and F. So answer is segment EF. Next question, state the angle. State the angles adjacent to side DE. Side DE is here. And which are the adjacent angles to side DE? Very good. Angle D is there, which is adjacent angle of side DE, and angle E is there, which is also adjacent to side DE. So write down angle D and angle E. These are the two angles which are adjacent angle to side DE. Okay, next. Now let us learn congruent segments. Which two segments, two or more segments are called as congruent segment? Observe here the diagram of segment AB, which is having length 7.3 centimeter, and segment PQ, which is having length 7.3 centimeter. Observing two diagrams, we got here that both the segments have same length. Therefore, these two segments are congruent segment, and we can write this as segment AB is congruent with segment PQ. Okay, now next, congruent angles. Observe the given two angles, angle ABC with 40 degree in measure, angle LMN which is also 40 degree in measure. So both the angles have same measurement. Therefore we can say that angle ABC is congruent with angle LMN. So we can say that if two segments which are having same length, then that segments are congruent. If two angles with same angular measurement are also congruent. Next. Now let us learn congruence of triangles. Observe these two triangles and say if the triangles are congruent or not. So for understanding the congruence and one-to-one correspondence, we have to observe the next video. Okay, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. exactly matches with each other. Therefore, these two triangles are called as congruent triangles. Now, let us see the congruency. Here, when I am putting triangle PQR on triangle ABC, P is neighbor point, neighbor vertex of A, and A is neighbor vertex of P. Also, B is neighbor vertex of Q and Q is neighbor vertex of B. C is neighbor vertex of R and R is neighbor vertex of C. These neighbor vertices are called as one-to-one correspondence. Therefore, now let us write the congruence. Here, triangle in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, A is one-to-one correspondence with P, B is one-to-one correspondence with Q, and C is one-to-one correspondence with R. This congruency also can be written as A, B, C one-to-one correspondence with P, Q, R. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent with triangle PQR. This one-to-one correspondence can be written with 6 ways. So 6 ways to write the congruence. 1. ABC one-to-one correspondence PQR. Next, ABC one-to-one correspondence RPQ. ABC one-to-one correspondence Q, R and P. Also, ABC one-to-one correspondence PRQ. ABC one-to-one correspondence QPR. ABC one-to-one correspondence RQP. So these are the 6 ways to express one-to-one correspondence. Okay. If triangle ABC is congruent with triangle PQR, then angle A is congruent with angle P. Angle B is congruent with angle Q. Angle C is congruent with angle R. Also, let us observe about sides. Observe these sides. AC is congruent with PR. AB, segment AB is congruent with segment PQ. And segment BC is congruent with segment QR. So segment AB is congruent with segment PQ. Segment BC is congruent with segment QR, and segment AC is congruent with segment PR. So when two triangles are congruent, then the 6 components of two triangles are also congruent. Now, corresponding congruent pairs of congruent triangles. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, triangle ABC is congruent with triangle PQR, then we can say that angle A is congruent with angle P, angle B is congruent with angle Q, and angle C is congruent with angle R. Also, segment AB is congruent with segment PQ. Next, segment BC is congruent with segment QR, and next, segment AC is congruent with segment PR. So when two triangles are congruent, the 6 corresponding factors, corresponding components, elements are also congruent. Now let us see the problem here. In the adjacent figure, the parts of triangles indicated by identical marks are given. In the adjacent figure, parts of triangles are indicated by identical marks are congruent. So segment ST is congruent with segment XZ, which are identical marks. Then segment SU is congruent with segment XY. Then segment TU is congruent with segment YZ. Angle S is congruent with angle S. Angle S is congruent with angle X. Angle T is congruent with angle Z. Angle U is congruent with angle Y. So identify one-to-one correspondence of vertices in which the two triangles are congruent and write the congruence in two ways. Okay. And next question is that state the reason whether the statement triangle ABXYZ is congruent with angle triangle XYZ is congruent with triangle STU is right or wrong. Okay. Now observe here. You have to write one-to-one correspondence of congruence. STU, answer of first, STU is one-to-one correspondence. Now observe that angle S is congruent with angle S is congruent with angle X. Therefore, point S and X are neighbor points that have one-to-one correspondence. So X. Then angle U is congruent with angle Y. Therefore, U is one-to-one correspondence with Y. And angle T is congruent with angle Z. Therefore, STU is one-to-one correspondence with XZY. Let us check with given segment also. Segment ST is congruent with segment XZ. So ST XZ. Segment SU is congruent with segment XY. Segment SU is congruent with XY. Segment TU is congruent with YZ. Segment TU is congruent with YZ. Okay. So the one-to-one correspondence between the congruent triangle is STU is one-to-one correspondence XZY. S one-to-one correspondence X, then T one-to-one correspondence with Z, and U one-to-one correspondence with Y. Okay. Now next question, whether the statement XYZ congruent with STU is right or wrong. Now let us check. So angle X is congruent with S. Angle X is congruent with S. Then angle Y is congruent with T. Angle Y is congruent with T. No. Angle Y is here. Actually angle Y is here. Angle Y is not congruent with angle T. It is congruent with U. So these two triangles are not congruent. The statement triangle XYZ congruent with triangle STU is wrong. because corresponding factors are not congruent. Corresponding elements are not congruent. Okay. Next. Now next question is given here. In the given figure, in the given diagram, the identical marks shows the congruent parts in the pair of triangles. State the correspondence between the vertices of triangles in which two triangles are congruent. Now we have to state the correspondence between vertices. Angle A is 1-to-1 correspondence with angle A. So write down there A. Now about B. B is 1-to-1 correspondence with C. So angle B is correspondence with C. Therefore write here C. And angle D. Angle D is 1-to-1 correspondence with angle D is 1-to-1 correspondence with angle D. Therefore write there D. So 1-to-1 correspondence between these two congruent triangles is ABD 1-to-1 correspondence with ACD, or A 1-to-1 correspondence A, B 1-to-1 correspondence C, and D 1-to-1 correspondence with D. So this is the congruence correspondence between the vertices of congruent triangles. By this correspondence, given two triangles, triangle A B D is congruent with triangle ACD. Okay. Now next. Now let us learn test of congruence. How to decide given two triangles are congruent or not. For that, you know that in the geometric construction you have learned about how to draw a unique triangle if three parts of triangle are given. So any specific three parts can decide the triangle is unique. Okay, and that is the thing we are using here for deciding the test of congruence. Let us learn the first test of congruence. Two sides and included angle is given. If two sides and included angle, that is the test SAS. Let us learn what is the test SAS. Now in this diagram, triangle ABC is given here and triangle LMN is given here. So segment AB is congruent with segment NL. Segment BC is congruent with segment NM, and the included angle of these two sides, that is angle B, and included angle of these two sides, that is angle N, are also congruent. So two sides and included angle are congruent. So by SAS test, these two triangles are congruent. Okay, let us write 1-to-1 correspondence between these two congruent angles. ABC 1-to-1 correspondence. So angle B is here. So angle B is congruent with angle N. So write N in the middle. Next, see this side BC is congruent with side MN. So BC is congruent with MN. So M is here, and remaining point, that is L, is here. So 1-to-1 correspondence between these two triangles is ABC 1-to-1 correspondence LNM, and therefore triangle ABC is congruent with triangle LNM. Okay. Now next test of congruence, that is three sides of first triangle is congruent with three sides of three corresponding sides of another triangle. Let us observe these two diagrams. Triangle ABC is given here and triangle LMN is given here, and we are observing the identical marks here. Segment BC is congruent with segment MN. Segment AB is congruent with segment LM, and segment AC is congruent with segment LN. So three sides of first triangle are congruent with the corresponding three sides of the other triangle. Write the one-to-one correspondence. ABC is one-to-one correspondence with. Now AB is congruent with LM. So LM. Now BC is congruent with MN. So here N, and AC is congruent with LN. So one-to-one correspondence is ABC, one-to-one correspondence LMN. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent with triangle LMN. Okay. Now next. Now in this triangle XYZ and the triangle DEF is given here. So angle X is congruent with angle E. Then segment XY is congruent with segment EF, and angle X is congruent with angle F. So two angles and one included side is congruent with another two angles and included side of another triangle. So these two triangles are congruent. Write down the correspondence of congruence. XYZ is one-to-one correspondence with. Angle X is congruent with angle E, so write here E. Angle Y is correspondence with angle F, so write here F, and remaining point, that is D, is here. So XYZ is one-to-one correspondence with EFD. Now observe that XY, segment XY is congruent with segment EF. Okay, therefore triangle XYZ is congruent with triangle EFD. Okay, now next, AAS or SAA test. So the two angle of given triangle and one side of that triangle is congruent with the corresponding two angles and one side of another triangle, then these two triangles are congruent. Okay, let us write the correspondence of congruence. LMN is one-to-one correspondence with. Now angle L is corresponding, angle L is congruent with angle P. Then angle N is congruent with angle R. Angle N is congruent with angle R, and remaining point, that is Q. So LMN is one-to-one correspondence with PQR. That's why triangle LMN is congruent with triangle PQR. Okay. Now next test of congruence, that is hypotenuse side test of right angled triangle. In two right angle triangles, one angle is already congruent, that is, which is the right angle. Then we have another two elements, that is, first is the hypotenuse and second is the side. So this test is called as hypotenuse side test. If two right angled triangles are given and in that two triangles, the hypotenuse of first triangle is congruent with hypotenuse of another triangle, and one side of a triangle is congruent with another side of a triangle, then these two triangles are called as congruent triangles by hypotenuse side test. So let us write one-to-one correspondence between two triangles. XYZ is one-to-one correspondence with. Now angle Z is congruent with angle Q, so write Q here. Segment XZ is congruent with segment XZ is congruent with segment PQ, so XZ is congruent with PQ, so P and remaining R. So XYZ is congruent with angle PRQ. Let us check another side. XY is congruent with segment XY is congruent with segment PR. Okay, therefore triangle triangle XYZ is congruent with triangle PRQ. Okay, in this way we have learned here 5 tests of congruence. First is SSS test, next is ASA test, third one is SAS test, next is AAS test, and final is hypotenuse side test. So using these 5 tests of congruence, you can easily identify given two triangles are congruent or not. Okay, now next, now question is given here. In the given figures, parts of triangles bearing identical marks are congruent. State the test and one-to-one correspondence of vertices by which the triangles in each pair are congruent. Okay, now let us observe now here. The three sides of this triangle is congruent with corresponding sides of this triangle. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by these two triangles are congruent by test SSS test. Now we also have to write here one-to-one correspondence of congruence. So PQR one-to-one correspondence with, now segment PQ is congruent with UT, so write here UT, and segment QR is congruent with segment TS, so write here S, and segment PR is congruent with segment US. Okay, so so all three corresponding sides or congruent sides are exactly so this correspondence gives the very accurate congruent pairs of segments. So these two triangles, triangle PQR is congruent with triangle UTS. Now next, triangle ABD and triangle BDC. Now in these two triangles, observe that angle ADB is congruent to angle BDC, angle ABD is congruent to angle CBD, and segment DB, which is common segment in both the triangles, it is common segment, is also segment DB is congruent with segment DB. So angle side angle test. So this test is SAS test. This test is ASA test of congruence, and let us write now one-to-one correspondence. ABD one-to-one correspondence. Angle D is congruent with angle D, so write D here. Angle B is congruent with angle B, so write B here, and remaining point is C. So ABD is one-to-one correspondence with CBD. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent with triangle CBD. Okay. Now next question. In each pair of triangles in the following figures, parts indicated by identical marks are congruent. Okay. Test of congruence of triangles is given below. Now we have to state the additional information which is necessary to show that triangles are congruent by given test. We have to write additional condition, additional information which is necessary here so that the given two triangles are congruent by given test. With this additional information, state one-to-one correspondence in which triangles are congruent. Now here, observe the first pair of congruent triangles. Triangle ALMN is congruent to triangle DEF. Now here, hypotenuse side test. These two triangles are right angled triangle and one side is congruent here. So side is given here, but hypotenuse, congruency about hypotenuse is not given here. So another additional condition will be about the hypotenuse. So additional condition that segment NL is the hypotenuse of first triangle. So segment NL is congruent with segment EF. So these additional information should be given here for the congruence of given two triangles. Now write the congruency of write the correspondence of congruence LMN. Now angle M is congruent to angle D, so write D in the middle. Then MN, segment MN is congruent with segment DF, so here is F. Then segment NL is congruent to segment EF, segment NL is congruent to segment EF, so right here E. So LMN 1-to-1 corresponds with EDF. Therefore triangle LMN is congruent with triangle EDF. Okay, now next observe these two triangles, the triangle triangle CDA and triangle CBA. Now the test by which these two triangles are congruent is given as ASA test. Now angles are here, two angles are given here, and side is also given here. Side AC is congruent with side AC. Angle ACB is congruent with angle CAD. So angle is given, side is given, but another angle is not given here. Side is given, angle is given, but another angle is not given here. So this angle should be this and this. So another additional condition required here, angle DCA is congruent with angle CAB. So this additional information should be given so that these two triangles are congruent by ASA test. Now let us write the correspondence of congruence. CDA 1-to-1 correspondence with. Now angle point C is correspondence with A, so write here A. Next angle A is correspondence with C, so A is correspondence with C and middle is the B. So CDA 1-to-1 correspondence with ABC. Therefore triangle CDA is congruent with triangle ABC. So in this way we can write the correspondence. Now next you have to solve practice set 13.1. okay,